Yo, what's good everyone? OJ here. Welcome to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with a little bit of a controversy because Nintendo states that they will remove the quote-unquote offensive Native American stereotype from Mr. Game & Watch and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So this kind of came about the other day, and Nintendo did release a statement on the matter. When Game & Watch does his forward smash with the torch, it actually harkens back to the 1982 Game & Watch, the whole Cowboys versus Native Americans type of game that was going on, and it looks just like that. It has the depiction of them, has the feather, almost kind of reminds me of like the Cleveland Indians old logo, the Chief Wahoo or whatever it is. It kind of reminds me of that just a little bit, and Nintendo actually even updated that game a little bit later, I think on the GBA with like Bandit. So they completely removed that reference in general, but they kind of harkened back to that for this game with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So this was brought to Nintendo's attention, and they feel that, you know what, we need to do something about this. So let's go ahead and read off their statement here, and it says, quote, Nintendo has been planning to distribute an update for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that removes the feather from the silhouette of Mr. Game & Watch. The original game on which this depiction of the character is based was released more than 3 decades ago and does not represent our company values today. We sincerely apologize that this change was not noticed in our marketing material, and are continuing our work to make Super Smash Bros. Ultimate an experience that is both welcoming and fun for everyone. So there's no type of timetable for the release. We don't know if it's going to be a day one type of thing or it's going to be a little bit afterwards, so we'll have to wait on see. It's also worth noting, like I did say in the Game Boy Advance game, in the Game & Watch 4 compilation, that Nintendo did change it. It was removed from that back then. So it was just something that slipped through the cracks at the beginning, and they're looking like they're going to address it at this point. And this has brought up quite a bit of a firestorm from, of course, both sides. People that say it's offensive, and then the large majority of people who are going to dwell and just swallow up all those other people that say, oh no, this is horrible, blah blah blah, everybody's offended with everything. And to be honest, I think that since there is just a little bit of issues in the first place, might as well just remove it, right? They did it before with the whole Game Boy Advance type of thing. They removed it before, so you might as well just remove it, just so you can make sure that this doesn't linger over the launch of Super Smash Brothers. I agree that to some degree that there are some people that just kind of go crazy over things, and it's on both sides, guys. It's like on people who are against it, people who are for it, whatever the case is. I'm not really having an opinion one way or another. I'm just saying it's probably best to just remove it so you don't have any issues over launch, because it's not something that majorly affects the story, in my opinion. It's not like a Tokyo Mirage Sessions where you're actually affecting the context of what's going on within a story or anything like that. It's just an attack, so it's just like whatever, you know, who cares about it. There were some other things that kind of happened like this just a bit ago, not too long ago. I think with Mario Maker, some people were trying to say that the game was racist because there wasn't enough different types of hands that were coming out and putting things down on the map. I made a video talking about that, how that's silly or that's dumb. So, you know, I'm not the one to jump on like the whole remove stuff and censor things type of bandwagon or anything like that. But I think in this case, since you already removed it once before and that's something that you caught, I think it's just better just to get that done. I think some people were also trying to relate it to like the whole like Chief Wahoo, right, with the Cleveland Indians and things like that, how that's just kind of like, okay, you know, that logo is like, we need to get rid of that. And there's been continuous type of, I would say, like protest in the Washington Redskins, the football team, and their mascot, the Redskins, just like the Redskins in general, that name. But so it is what it is, guys, here. Some people are just blowing up with this. I'm just kind of more like, I just want to play the game. It doesn't matter. His forward smash is his forward smash. So we'll see how everything works out. But I don't think that it really, once the game launches, this is going to be like a big thing or anything. It's going to be a little blip on the radar right now, and then people will just forget about it and just play Super Smash Brothers. So what do you guys think about this right here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, we have some Final Fantasy VII Remake news, and also we have the potential for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII to get some type of re-release on modern systems. So according to the producer of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Nomura, he says that various developments are being considered to accompany Final Fantasy VII Remake. So at a closed event for the World Ends With You Final Remakes held on October 30th, producer Tetsuya Nomura answered various fan questions, and one of them was simply, I want to play before Crisis Final Fantasy VII again, and here's what Nomura responded with. Not everyone may know this, but I'm remaking Final Fantasy VII, and then everyone in the room laughs. Right now, I'm concentrating on Kingdom Hearts 3, but when that's finished, 7 will be where I head next. I'm thinking about ideas regarding the remake's release. I even spoke to producer Kitase about it today. All of us old-timers are considering various developments in regarding to what accompanies the remake, like if we can manage to do something about the compilation of Final Fantasy VII titles too. But for the time being, please wait for 7's turn to come. Now, Nomura is the director of both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. The former was announced at E3 2013, so that was a while ago, but it's finally coming out early 2019. And then, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced at E3 2015, so that's been a while. No release dates for that game at all. So the compilation of Final Fantasy VII titles mentioned by Nomura is a series of titles set in the world of Final Fantasy VII for those who don't remember. So this includes the mobile game before Crisis Final Fantasy VII, the movie Final Fantasy VII, the PS2 game Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII, the PSP game Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, and more. So it seems like Nomura is suggesting that we could get some remakes or a title compilation or something like that, maybe similar to like Kingdom Hearts, how they have like the 2.8 remix, final remix, all that junk that they do. Maybe that we see something along the lines of that for Final Fantasy VII titles. And I really think there's only one that you need to do. There's only one here, guys, and that is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, and the Advent Children, that's a movie, so whatever on that one. But yes, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, that is a very underrated game. It was a PSP title back in the mid-2000s, and it was very good. There were some annoying aspects about it, mainly because it was on the PSP, and there was only one thumbstick on there. If you had dual controls and you had that on a system, I think that would be a very good title to kind of bring out to accompany Final Fantasy VII Remake. A lot of people have been asking for a Crisis Core release. There hasn't been a single re-release on the game, almost kind of like how people were really wanting something like the Type O, Final Fantasy Type O for the PSP, and that ended up getting a release that accompanied Final Fantasy 15. So I do think that there will be something, and hopefully we get some type of remaster or remake, probably just like a remaster of Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 for modern systems. That would actually be super hype if they did that. So what do you guys think about what Nomura had to say here when it comes to Final Fantasy 7 Remake and what could be accompanying the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final topic here, we've got a brand new game announcement from Devolver Digital. So GRIS, the adventure game, will launch for the Nintendo Switch and the PC on December 13th. Publisher Devolver Digital and developer Nomada Studio has announced. Now here's a brief overview of this game. The art in this game is just absolutely incredible. I'm blown away by how this game looks, and it's actually got me interested to play it just because of the art. So GRIS is a hopeful young girl lost in her own world, dealing with a painful experience in her life. Her journey through sorrow is manifested in her dress, which grants new abilities to better navigate her fated reality. As the story unfolds, GRIS will grow emotionally and see her world in a different way, revealing new paths to explore using her new abilities. GRIS is a serene and evocative experience, free of danger, frustration, or death. Players will explore a meticulously designed world brought to life with delicate art, detailed animation, and an elegant original score. Through the game, light puzzles, platforming sequences, and optional skill-based challenges will reveal themselves as more of GRIS's world becomes accessible. Okay, I remember covering this game before and I was like, oh snap, I'm not sure if I like this whole free of danger and frustration and all that, but now that they've shown off this brand new trailer and the launch date, it just looks so cool. So I'm pretty sure I can get a review copy, and I'm thinking that a lot of you guys would probably want to see me check out this game on the channel. So I'll definitely see what I can do to play this game for you guys, maybe if I can get a review copy, but it's actually looking pretty good. December 13th, that is right in the heart of Smash Brothers season. Oh man, that is a week after Smash Brothers, so I think that's going to be a little bit rough when it comes to the game. So many people are going to be playing Smash Brothers, and I'm going to be playing Smash Brothers like crazy as well. So we'll have to wait and see how much play this game gets on the Nintendo Switch, but it is coming out, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that are going to take a break from Smash Brothers after they play for like 10 hours or something like that. That's always how Smash Brothers is. There are tons and tons of people, millions of people who buy the game, but then after like a week or so, they kind of just move on to something else. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe this game can be one of those that people play. I know that also in December, we we have Monster Boy. That game's coming out in December before Super Smash Bros. I think that's on the 4th, so that's on the Tuesday. And then there's also Dragon Marked for Death, which also comes out this December as well. So Smash Bros. Is getting quite a number of smaller titles, but good titles to accompany it in December on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about this title, GRIS, in addition to what Nomura had to say, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a little bit of controversy there? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards via YouTube membership. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace!